So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
21. Got it. Got it.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Kill. Got it.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Watson. And this will complete to Will Fuller. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, Watson. And they're not able to hook up there, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Flag down in our building. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Two jet.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson underneath for Miller. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To the air yet again. Watson rolling to his left. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not getting too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The football going back to the New Orleans Saints. I wanted to ask you, Charles, for the Saints, how you think they stack up against the other teams near the top of the NFC, the Rams, the Bears. Where do you think they figure in?
Well, they can score well enough that if the Rams set a heavy pace, they can go out and they can score with them and stay right there. They have enough defense that if Chicago makes it a low-scoring defensive affair, they got enough defense to win that way. So my answer in short order is they stack up.
Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, Charles, you think about the Houston Texans and the turnaround that they've had this year, double-digit.
I have to jump in.
Oh, because you projected this.
Do we remember preseason? Was there something that was said in preseason?
You want to clear your
Texans?
You want to clear your throat?
Let me clear my throat. Sorry, what are you saying now?
Anyway, I wanted to talk about their season and their turnaround. Double-digit wins, and they're in the mix for a first-round bye.
And just the way that they've played, I mean, let's remember, 0-3 start. Deshaun Watson said, hey, I don't know how much room there'll be on the bandwagon when we get rolling. But apparently there's a lot of room on the bandwagon because they won 9 straight, took a loss, and then get back on the beam with a win against the Jets in Week 15. But this is a dangerous team with Deshaun Watson at quarterback, DeAndre Hopkins at wide receiver. They can...
Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Got it. Left.
Breeze now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 57 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And sometimes those slants they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. This will be taken very short. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Tiger. Come back. Red. Black 22. Black 22. Richmond.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. He's got Fuller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Watson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
Tiger. Richmond.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kiki QT, 62 yards. And the Texans are in for 6. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. This will be fielded at the 8. Ted Ginn's gonna go. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 92 yards. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Black 22! Black 22!
Here's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
47 right, 47 right, right 47. Come back, come back. Oh, you got D? Richmond.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well and maybe what they don't do so well. And it really helped him acclimate and got himself a big victory in Week 15 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. How about the bloodline of Josh Johnson, though? Also related to Marshawn Lynch of the Oakland Raiders and Marcus Peters of the Los Angeles Rams.
Pretty good company.
3rd and 2, Watson. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Richmond. Tiger.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Motion.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Where is this play going? And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Watson now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
Blue 80. Blue 80. Black 99 Philly. 2 jet.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shot. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. The Texans on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Richmond. Come back. Tiger. Banjo.
To throw is Watson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Richmond.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter, because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it.
This is intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Easy. Hey, easy. 0-2. Check. Get set. All right, 2. 11. Ready to check.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Looking downfield for Dez. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
11. 21.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, partner, league-wide, I think we're set up for a wild month of January. It seems like this season, more than others, we've had a number of teams that you maybe say, hey, they're the Super Bowl favorites. Kind of the Rams early, then it was the Chiefs. Patriots kept winning, and the Saints, and now maybe even the Texans or the Bears could claim that moniker.
Yeah, it's going to make for a wild month of January. And you just wonder right now, are we missing a team or two that's just a little bit outside the playoff hunt? Could they get hot and be those teams you don't want to play and carry that momentum all the way to the Super Bowl? Yes, I'm looking at the Indianapolis Colts as one of those teams.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
21.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Hey, we got a second here. Let's go back to Week 15 following the win over Green Bay for Chicago. Happiness rained down on the field. The Bears claiming the NFC North title, but one Bear took his celebration to an extreme. I know you saw this.
Yes, I certainly did. Charles Leno Jr., left tackle for the Chicago Bears, got down on a knee and proposed to his girlfriend Jennifer. So not only celebrating an NFC North title, but now his proposal accepted by Jennifer, who will now be Mrs. Jennifer Leno Jr.? No Jr.
No, Junior. By the way, smart move, because she's not going to say no in front of 60,000 people.
Well, I've seen it happen before. Not pretty, but not in this case.
Richmond.
Watson just beating the play clock. Forced out to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Richmond.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They're going for it. It's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Richmond.
Watson operating from the gun. Wiggles free. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable.
Richmond. Tiger. Richmond. Two jet.
Watson now on 3rd and 2. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On 1st and 10, Watson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Come back. Tiger.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And spins away. Oh, there's that run again. It's complete. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Watson looks to throw again. Flushed out right. Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Come back, come back.
To the air yet again. Watson underneath for Miller. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Richmond. Down. Green, the line. Tiger. Black 99 Philly. Two jet. Black 99 Philly.
Again, it's Watson. And he fires one, but incomplete. So they went for the 6, didn't get it. Now the call has to be for 3.
I agree with you. I know the competitive instinct says, let's go ahead and take another shot. But you took it already. Go ahead now, get the field goal.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Easy.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. He's back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Ready. Here we go. Open. Kill. Check. Ready, what's that?
Now Breeze got to have this one. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. We're waiting. Level. Check. Ready, that's it.
Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Get set. 12. Get set. 12.
He'll look to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Here we go.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Down. Black 22. Come back.
And Watson's going to throw it here. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Tiger. Richmond. Tiger. Richmond.
Now Watson. Caught left side Hopkins. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.